See, for any of your doubts and clarification on your queries, you can go through FAQ document. And I think by this time, many of you have gone through the FAQ document, which would have been sorted out so many queries. Other than that, you even called me personally and discussed about the things. And still, if you have any questions, yesterday, I believe there were few questions which were being left out. Okay, because of the timeout, like at 8 o'clock, I have closed the meeting. There were around maybe 10 to 15 questions. Still, I have to respond for those. So whatever the queries that I have not responded yesterday, can you please post the questions here on the GoToMeeting chatting window? And also, offline students, please let me know if you still have any doubts or questions that you need clarification on. Maybe about your personal career guidance or anything. Okay, because by this time, when others have asked questions, maybe you are being answered with the same. Okay, that might be the same question for you. But still, if you have anything else, you can ask me. So why we are taking or spending time on this is, before we get into the subject, before you decide to join and proceed, you should have a clear mindset of taking up this Pega PRPC course. Okay, so doubtfully you should not enter. Yes, please. Any questions anyone has? Anyone has any questions? You can post it on chatting window. My project has started. I am placed to Pega testing team. Could you please guide me how to test a process or workflow? See, Ramesh, if you are looking for any kind of support into your work, you need to wait on till we get the topic. Okay. So here we are going to conduct the training from basic level. Even if you wanted to know about how to run the test cases, definitely you need to know about basic things in Pega. So that will take some time. You may have to wait on it. So I'm a project management role now for 8 years and I am planning to move to Pega. See, anyone from any background, whether you are a working employee or maybe a job seeker, whoever it is, so there are chances to move on to Pega when you have good skill and knowledge. You acquire the knowledge and you complete the certification. And if you are internally trying to move, you need to talk to your internal teams, whoever is responsible for approving your movement from one project to another project. You may have to reach out to them, but not now. You have to reach out to them when you have this complete training is done, maybe up to 2.5 months. And once you complete the certification, go with the certification and sit in front of them and talk to them, ask them to take up an interview and to see whether you are fit for the position or not. And that's how you need to prove yourself. Okay, then you will be able to move internally, or even you can move outside if you want. Job openings and any placements. See, job openings and placements, coming to this, yesterday also I have told about the same. There are opportunities in the market. I have never seen the Pega recruitment being kept on hold in the past 12 years. Okay, I have never seen that. Even during the year end also, for other technologies, they may close the doors, but for Pega, experienced resources, they have never closed. But since past 2 months, the freshers positions are on hold, not only for Pega, for every other technology. The only reason is global recession, mainly. That is the reason why freshers positions are completely on hold for any organization on any technology. 99.9% they have stopped hiring freshers from outside. Okay, and coming to experience also, in the present market today, we are seeing some less number of job opportunities compared to the regular times, meaning that 65% of around 65% of openings only we are seeing today. But the situation will not be like this. Situation will be coming to normal as usual, and we'll see 100% of openings. This one I am not saying with respect to Pega. This is for every other technology. Compared to other technology, Pega is always in a better shape with respect to job opportunities and salary packages. So once the course once the course is finished. You said many working IT employees don't know about Pega. Okay, we are glad that we are being taught 8.7. Heard that most of the companies haven't migrated their application to 8.7. So that is what. See, even if you are learning 8.7 here, you will be delivered with knowledge such that you will be able to work on any Pega environment starting from 6.2 version onwards till this 8.7. Between all versions you will be able to definitely work on. In future versions also you will be able to work without any issue. You will be able to clearly understand even future versions also with the knowledge that is going to be delivered. So no problem, even if you are going to put into 8.2 or 7.6 or anything, you will definitely able to work on like a normal person. Okay, as you know that particular version and all. Okay, and so I'm planning to proceed with. What about future of Pega? Because Pega is intranet technology. That's what I told. Pega is. I did not tell Pega is intranet technology. The applications that you are seeing today are intranet applications. Yesterday also I told you, if you have one application in public domain, you will have 100 applications in the backend to support this particular business. So what we are seeing in the public domain applications, all these applications will have hundreds of applications for each one for a large organization in the internal business processing wise. Okay, so you can, any one of you can apply for the job. As I told yesterday itself, at 2.5 months of this course, you don't need to wait for complete 3.5 months. If you are regularly attending and preparing regularly at 2.5 months, if you are perfect with the subject, you can start attending. I'll tell you, there are some people who have cracked interviews and got into jobs saying that I do not have much exposure on integration with hands-on, but I will be able to work on given if it is been assigned to me. So up to this I know, and they proved that they have good knowledge up to some extent of the subject, and they are being given offers. That may not happen with everyone, but we can start trying. There is no need to wait. Okay, so the future of Pega for next to 20 years, you don't need to look back, that is for sure. And even after that also it will be available. The reason being, even though it is a tool, you need to understand one thing: this is a development tool. As long as Java is there in the market, as long as Python is there in the market, Pega will be there for application development. Java may retire, Pega will not retire, because CPP you are not using today. Pega was developed in CPP. Pega is still there, and it has a good progress being made. The migrating this particular technology to Java. If not Java, they will go with Python. If not Python, they will reframe their tool with some other technology. This is an application development tool. This is not something like a functional provision tool like other tools like Tableau, QQ, or any other tools. Okay, and we will be showing you job opportunities, and we will be sharing you in the WhatsApp group. You can apply, but not from day one itself. After some time we will show that. For offline practical practice, how will we connect you to your staff? See, you need to sit at the third floor for the practice. There will be people deployed, and they will be looking at, and they'll be sorting out the questions. You will come to know going forward what type of questions you need to get back to them. As I told you, you need to depend on self-help. The first thing, that is, you need to go through theory documents, practical documents, and revise the video. And still if you have issue, then only you get back to them. Otherwise you can sort out it by yourself. You live in USA, and could I get the job in in a Pega certification without a degree or background in IT? See, wherever you are, degree is mandatory generally, but in USA, I am not pretty much sure about how it works. I have seen many people in USA are going to apply for the job, say mentioning 5 years, 7 years, even though they are fresh graduate from the college. Because the verification process will not be much in USA like India. So if you are working there, you will be in, otherwise you will be out within 2 days or 3 days. They tell you today morning and ask you to leave today evening itself. That is how it is going to be. It is not like India. So you have technical knowledge, possibility is there to survive. And we are glad that we are being taught 8.7. I answered this question. You said many working IT employees don't know about Pega because it is a licensed version and not an open source. Could you please explain the meaning of licensed and open source? It is very simple. Licensed means you need to pay money to buy this particular product and use it for your business applications. Open source means it is free of cost. You can take this particular product and use it yourself, and you don't need to pay anyone. Okay. And if you put fake experience, what about dates on certifications? Will that be an issue? See, as I told you many times, there are people who are asking, why did you finish the certification recently? I tell you about how to manage the situation. But before this experience or certification or anything, the first thing is knowledge. You should be genuine with your knowledge. It's not that you are going to learn somehow and you are going to get the proxy interviews being done. You are going to get the job support, and this process and this particular path of getting into IT companies, I do not personally recommend any of these things. See, it is you have knowledge, you are going to work on, okay, on the given requirements, and you deliver it. Means your knowledge is genuine, your knowledge is equivalent to experienced resource, and you are genuinely having the knowledge. That is what matters for any company, as a first priority. And there will be certain guidelines that an organization should follow, and even intentionally organizations also going to, I told you already, there will be always the side doors where they will open if they find you are good technically. Okay, but this is not an open talk. Okay, that will be a like a open secret, simply to tell you. So because I talk to many people, even startup company CEOs, when I talk to them, or big companies HR managers or project managers, when I talk to them, and they tell you only one, they tell us only one thing: we are hiring so many people from outside, all are fake. Fake in the sense, once they assigned in the project, they are not working. See, after they assign in the project, if they are working, there is no problem at all. Okay, no one is going to touch you. Okay, ultimately what they need, assignment is given to you, you finish and submit it back, that's it. But that is what we are looking for. You are being hired for the same. There should not be any escalations. Okay, rest of the things are secondary. Okay, and behavior is primary. Of course, I don't think so that people who are entering IT industry do not have such kind of are going to have any wrong attitude and all. Okay, but still, that is first priority, and second priority is your knowledge that you are going to sell for your organization. Okay, if you have these two, then you don't need to bother about anything else. So I'm working on Pega project, and I did try for certification, but I failed. Will I be able to see with this course? You will be able to finish any certification in Pega, even CSA, CWSA, even LSA 1 also you should be able to finish. But you need a little bit of mug up in the enterprise application for LSA 1 and 2. But CSA, CWSA you'll be able to finish. There is no doubt about it. If you put fake experience with the, what about the dates? I just told already about this. With 2 years of experience in Pega with basic certification. See, yesterday itself I told about certifications. Watch the video once to know about certifications. Okay, and you any experience you have based on your package, I talked about it in India. So you may have to do CSA or CWSA, 2 or 3 or 10, no matter. What is your expected CTC? There are certain slabs for any company to give you salary package based on your certification. For CSA, highest slab. For CWSA, highest slab. Even though highest slab is being crossed, sometimes if you are technically good, they can take additional approvals from the respective teams. You might have experienced this if you are a working employee in the past. Okay, that kind of things will happen. So don't bother about certifications and all. It is very easy. By now, 2 months, can someone start looking for job? I already told 2.5 months. For how many years can we depend on Pega as a career? Next to 20 years, you don't need to look back. During the course, I don't think so. You have to get retired and take pension in the same company on same technology. Okay. Sorry if I am being straightforward. Your mindset should always be today one technology, tomorrow another technology, today one company, tomorrow another company. At the end of the day, I should own my own company. Okay. That is how one should be. And during the course, are you going to explain the differences? Yeah, you will be coming to know about the features. See, you want to understand difference between two. You should know about both, right? So at the time of explanation of many topics, you will come across the old screenshots. I will be placing in the document. Old videos are available in our channel, right? I will tell you. You can go and compare. You can compare. Even you don't see that, still you will be able to understand and realize the difference with the explanation that we are going to see here. Okay, so there is no doubt you will be able to explain the differences. There's no problem. So installation is regarding fee. There's no such thing, no installment, nothing. And once the course is finished, let's say I do CSA certification, how do I get into a job? Do you support us in marketing? I'll tell you one thing clearly. I don't tell you, and I don't want to use the fancy words like job guarantee and all. Okay, those are just like some fancy words people will use in the market. Okay, no one can give you job unless you are technically good. If student is committed, dedicated, and have the determination while learning and follow the process that is being defined here, no doubt you will be in. No one can stop you, whatever your profile is. Okay, whether you are a job seeker, whether you are a fresher, or whether you are employed and internally moving or moving outside non-IT company to IT company, whatever you are, you have dedication, you have determination, you have regularity, and you practice daily, and you follow our process, give mock interviews, and you are just going to listen to us, do whatever we say with respect to Pega. No one can stop you getting into job. No one will reject you in the interviews for sure. Okay, so companies associated with, okay, we are never associated with any company directly so far, but we are in discussion with two organizations. One company with a strength of 80 employees, another company is public listed big company, but not like Infosys like that. But we have a tie-up with TCS officially as a training partner. Okay, skill partner for TCS officially, and hoping for fresher opportunities from TCS going forward once this recession is over. Okay, if we start a vendorship with TCS, it takes around 1 year to finish the vendorship. We already started, and it is in progress, and it is on hold because of outside situation. It will be resumed again for sure. Okay, it depends on many factors. Okay, and just for that vendorship itself, we are being registered in USA also, not only in India. You can find this Harsha Trainings parent company Yokta Technologies LLC in USA also. And in this course, do we get a chance to work on any real-time projects? Please let us know. Yes, you are going to work on 2 projects from the scratch during the course, and after the course, 2 more projects. See, all the 4 projects at a time, you cannot work in the same duration. That is impossible, openly saying. Okay, one project I teach you, one project you start by yourself, which I will give you the requirements. With that, that is pretty much sufficient, and that is pretty much enough for you to spend the time. And afterwards, if you are working on third project, it will not take more than 15 days. That may be your interview preparation time. Okay, so we have the people in the post training, right? They are working, they worked on third project. We have given them actually 25 days time. They finished it in 15 days. Okay, that means the time is 15 days only. That's what we came to know about. And fourth project also you can work on parallelly. Is it mandatory to learn Pega frameworks to clear interviews? See, you don't need to bother about any Pega frameworks, which are just a development on Pega. You know how to use Pega to develop the applications at its core level. You can work on any framework. You don't need any help also. After completion of 1 hour class, every day, how much time you need to spend? See, generally for any one of you, you need to fix in your mind that 1.5 hours should be there with you, okay, to spend on this practice or learning. After this 1 hour class, may not be immediately, but on the same day before the next class. So 1 hour you are going to sit for the training class, correct? At least you need 1.5 hour, okay, further on the same day. That is a minimum time. For some people it may be 1.5 hour, for some people it may be 2.5 hours, for some people it may be 3 hours. It depends on you. You will come to know once you start it. Everyone cannot grasp on a single time. Some people it may be 2 times, some people it may be 4 times. Who knows that? Only you know about it. Okay, find out yourself what you are, and try to engage yourself spending that much time based on your capability level. It will slowly gets improved automatically when you spend enough time on the initial days. This is a general question I have. You said Pega is in high demand, and Pega people will have high salaries, but other popular courses like DevOps, AWS, Azure, Full Stack, etc. How many institutions have? Many institutions in Hyderabad. But for Pega, there are just 1 to 2 institutes in Amirpet, also which is a hub for IT courses. Why is it if Pega is in demand? See, Pega is in demand. Okay, you do not find any Pega institutions outside because there are no skillful people to train you. So where do you join? You join at a place where you are getting the better quality of training. So as you are saying, it is not about 2 institutions. There are around 40 to 50 people teaching outside. All are my students only. Okay. When I started Pega training, there is no one. That is the fact. Only one person used to teach in Amirpet that time also. He left, he went to USA. Okay. When I started, he is the only person that is available. And there was no one in India, not in Hyderabad. There is no one in India officially teaching the Pega and all. But today there are many people who are teaching. But you join, after joining, after getting training, you will come back to me once again saying that I got trained there and I was not being delivered with knowledge. I realized that once I started attending interviews, I wanted to join here once again. Yesterday also one person came. Yesterday again, I told you I think 2 days before also the same thing. 3 people came. Leave about that 3 people. Yesterday one person came and he was reporting the same. I was not being with or told with this topic, this topic, this topic. Can I join your post training program now itself? We told them. We told sorry. Can I join your training program once again? No, you don't need to join the training program. These 3 topics we will teach you. And if you are good at remaining topics and all, we will take interview and we'll put you into post training program directly. That is pretty much fair enough. You don't need to spend again 3.5 months. But if you find you don't know basics, then you join the training program. Maybe this batch or upcoming batch. Don't get into this type of situations. Okay. People usually, if you are researching more, finally you'll find the best one. Okay, but simply if you go and Google it, we never post it on Google generally. Okay, if you Google it, nearby institutions you'll get 90% of people, they Google like so and so training in Amirpet, Hyderabad. I know that is a hub, that is okay, but many people they join for Pega and they come back to us. Okay, so the people who get trained here is pretty much fair enough in the market as of today. Let me tell you, you name the company, you name any client, you name any project across the globe, you join any project going forward, whatever the company, whatever the client, whatever the project, you have students from Harsha Trainings working there. They may be freshers, they may be experienced parallel to you, they may be your team leads, tech leads, they may be your managers, they may be your group account managers. Okay, this level people are there in every project from Harsha Trainings. Okay, and some companies that you join, the CEOs are our students. Small companies are, they are my friends. Okay, and I am from Java background. Does it help in learning of Pega to some extent? See, you already having technical knowledge, whether it is Java or mainframes or whatever it is. Definitely that skill is going to benefit you for sure, but only one condition, that is you should be regular here. See, anyone who has 10 years of experience in .NET, still Pega is something new to learn. Except the object-oriented programming concept, remaining everything is same for everyone. You might be already aware of OOPS concepts, but other person, they might be learning now. That's the only difference. Remaining thing, Pega sounds new for everyone. So I have, but that is an added advantage, of course. You have little bit of faster grasping compared to others. I have 10 years of experience as full stack developer. If I put 3 years of experience in Pega, for salary, they will consider remaining 7 years. They consider remaining 7 years as your overall experience, and they consider this 3 years of experience in Pega, and they will give you hike on your present salary as per the market for and as per the demand of Pega. Definitely you'll get. See, we have seen people, their salary today is 8 lakhs and they got around 26 lakhs. Okay, 8 into 3 plus 2 lakhs. That is the percentage of hike they got. And we have this type of cases so many. The only thing that we have never done so far is we did not keep their photos outside like any other institution. We are trying to do that. Okay, because why should we live so simply? So we will also promote like others. So without doing anything, they are posting photos of their family members and other relatives and all as their students. We are not even promoting our uh, regular students. So we will make arrangements for that, at least starting from now. Okay, but we have success stories being sent to many people, and whenever any person is going to get job, if they come back to us and inform them through WhatsApp, we'll take that screenshot and we will post it in the group. But that time we will hide their numbers for some other reasons. We used to do this long back. One time we used to post with phone numbers itself. That time somebody has reported that this person learned Pega at so institution. He told that he joined or he is joining your, that person has lost the job. That time we stopped completely posting that um, success stories, but we resumed it in the recent past, maybe from since past 3 months. So far, we completed around 56 or 57 success stories where we are hiding the number. We are asking the person not to mention the company name, mention a middle level company or mention like a CMM, a level 5 company, like that only. You will see it is pretty rare because we are posting genuine. Otherwise, we can send 10 every day. Does 8 GB RAM with Intel Pentium okay for practice? See, 8 GB RAM is minimum thing that we need with any operating system. Okay, so that is better you have 8 GB and you will be able to work on. And as I told you already about any other technology knowledge you have, that may be an added advantage, but don't think like you can easily learn. It will be easy when you spend some time regularly. And are we going to get knowledge on most of the rules being used in enterprise? See, the rules that we are going to learn here, 35% of these rules only you will use in enterprise in your regular day-to-day development. Okay, remaining all things you need to know about to crack the interviews. And if you are joining from in a project from the scratch, then you will get chance to work on all of these rules. Anyone who is working on Pega since past 6 years also, they might not have worked on all these rules in Pega. And JP Morgan, what is JP Morgan? I didn't get you. Gangadhar. Any follow-up questions that JP Morgan? And non-IT background, are there any basic concepts to brush up before starting Pega? See, usually you need to know about OOPS concepts, but that is not a big deal. I'll be talking about the OOPS concepts here, so no need to worry about it. See, remember one thing, you don't know anything about any technology. You are going to sit with zero knowledge and start this, and that will work out 100%. Do not have any mindset like I am non-IT background student, or I am from maybe like non-technical background job. Leave about all this. Okay, you are nothing one day, but today you are something. You are a civil engineer. You wanted to get into IT, but you don't know about civil engineering also some time back. You started with zero and you have become a civil engineer at certain point of time. So now also you are starting with zero. Definitely you are going to be a Pega developer if you are going to have a positive mindset. So do not find out or try to figure out the reasons why you are not able to learn Pega. So the reasons could be like, I am from non-IT background. I don't know technologies. Okay, I did not work in past 7 years. Okay, I am unemployed. I do not have communication skills. These are all the points just you are trying to frame yourself to showcase as a cause that you wanted to escape from learning, okay, or taking the responsibility. Leave about all this and sit with empty mind and try to see what is there in provided to you, and you will be able to successfully learn it, and you will be able to master it for sure. Everyone will start learning anything the same way. Okay, and that's it from my end. I have covered all questions. By this time everyone should have been sorted out with all the questions. Let's get into the subject. Okay, so we are going to work on two different projects here during the sessions. One project I am going to teach you, second project I will be giving you after 1 week. So you should start parallelly developing the second project along with this class project. You will be able to do it if you are going through or following the daily sessions. Okay, and third project mostly at the end, once you finish the second project almost, we'll give you third and fourth projects. You should be able to finish it for sure. But only one thing is, one should be regular to the sessions, regularly attending and regularly practicing. So some people will have a mindset that they are providing video recordings. I can watch that video and I can finish it tomorrow or a day after tomorrow. Remember one thing, for an ordinary people like us, like me, I'm talking about, if you are going to miss the session 1 or 2 days, that will continue for some time. Okay, maybe next 15 days, 20 days. After 15 days, 20 days, what will happen? I will be losing the complete interest on this particular training or anything, and I'll be getting out of it. That is going to happen with ordinary people like me. So please remember this. Never be absent even for one day. Never postpone your practice or practice even for one day. Even if it is Saturday, Sunday, continue the momentum. Then only you will be able to achieve it. Okay. So let's begin now. See, today we are going to talk about understanding about application, understanding about operator ID functional point of view. First, let me explain you about what is an application. Before that, I'm going to repeat this point once again. Pega is used for application development. If you want to develop business applications, then one of the product that is being provided by Pega systems you can use is Pega Rules Process Commander Environment PRPC. Using Pega, you are going to develop business process management applications. So before you proceed forward, you need to know about what is an application. This is a very general thing. You might be aware of this one. Simple. Application is set of functionalities. When I say functionalities or functional components, both means same. So application is set of different functional components together. Okay, you take an example. Let's take an example of Amazon application. See, Amazon application is collection of some functionalities. And one more thing is, you don't need to type or write anything while the session is going on, unless I ask you to write down something. Okay, you just need to listen. All this will be already available as a document. I will share you at the end of the class, but your full focus is needed while going through the session. Okay, and application is set of functionalities, or you say functional components. Let's take an Amazon application. There are different functional components. I will tell you. First functional component of user interface is a catalog of the products. Catalog of the products is a UI functional component. Another UI functional component is search result UI. Means if you are searching for a product, the results you get, that is another UI functional component. When I say catalog of the products is home screen, everyone same. You search for one product. I want to buy a laptop. Laptop, if you search, that is another UI functional component of search results. And for searching products, internally business logic gets executed. So search UI functional component is there, search business functional component is there. Search happens on the database, means queries will run, search through the database, bring out the results from the database. Correct? So three functional components in one single functionality of search process. You searched the product. Next one, you have selected the product and added to the cart. Cart is one functional component. It holds the list of products you have chosen. Calculate the amount of price as a grand total. Okay, total price based on quantity and grand total of all the products that you have added into cart. So calculation functionality is there. Holding up this product's cart functionality is there. You take this to the checkout screen. Checkout screen is one functional component where it describes the details about all the different ways of payment modes. Choose any one of the payment mode of your wish and click on next. Why I am not showing all this in UI? Because you know about it, correct? All of you, right? All of you should be there in your imagination. Anyone is not able to imagine this? Because it is a regular one that we access many times in our day-to-day life. And where you are going to make the payment. Payment gateway is another functional component, and there will be a web service called Leave About It. See, if you observe all these functional components, in order to make your business transaction being processed in an application, all these works together. One is connected to another one. Like that, it is going to work. Step-by-step processing, multi-stepped transaction processing. In that transaction of purchasing a product, from search to till you make the payment, every step, each step is equal to one task. Search is one task, adding product to cart is one task, bringing it to checkout at one task, and choosing the payment details is one task, making the payment is another task, and displaying the results is also a task done by system. Okay, all these are high level I am talking about. Each task is connected. So entirely you are calling it as one transaction. This transaction is collection of multiple steps. In order to design all this, you have so many functional components created. All these are working together. All these functional components are there within one application. So application is collection of different functionalities. Those works together in order to achieve your business goals. Make sense, everyone? Clear? That is very simple real life terminology. Okay. And see, if you have an application, definitely you need to log into application in order to make it possible to run the business. If it is authenticated application, there are some application unauthenticated, means Google, just Google search engine is unauthenticated. You don't need to log in for search process and all. Gmail authenticated. You must log in to see your inbox to compose mails. Gmail is authenticated, means username password required. Google is not going to ask you anything about username password. Directly open Google page, search for the product, search for something, you will get the results. That is unauthenticated. Generally, all your business applications are authenticated applications wherever you go. If you are going to log into an application, definitely if you want to log in, you need username and password. So generally we call it as username and password, or you may call it as login ID and password. If it is Gmail, you call it as Gmail ID. If it is a Facebook, you call it as FB ID. And if it is Instagram, you call it as Insta ID. Based on application, they have their own terminology of calling a user ID or login ID, which is generic terminology, and they have their specific terminology given. Similarly, in Pega also, whenever you are going to log into PRPC, the login ID or username, anything, you call it in the PRPC terminology, you call it as operator ID. What do you call it as? Operator ID. If I use the terminology of operator ID, which means login ID, the login ID which we use in order to log into PRPC environment, to create applications or to execute application functionalities to make the business transactions, that is called as operator ID. Everyone clear? So whenever you install Pega by following the video in YouTube channel, I'm sorry, after you install Pega, you would be seeing three icons like this on your desktop getting created. Okay, how many of you are pending with installation? Those who got error message, they have shared screenshot. I asked them to contact at 11 o'clock on the phone number directly by making a phone call 9652532753. Before that, you should send the error screenshot. And other resources who have never started installing this particular software, today itself you download and finish it by tomorrow at any cost. Don't send us any messages related to installation process on Sunday. Okay, Sunday we do not respond for this because our employees will not be available. It will not be good if I ask them to look into issues on Sunday also. 99.99% finished on this Saturday itself at any cost. Offline people, if you want to download the software, if you have a pen drive, you bring it and take it from our staff. Okay, bring your pen drive, you can take it instead of downloading. If you have already downloaded, that is well and good. Okay, if you have a pen drive or you want to collect in your phone, you have a data cable, collect it in your phone connecting data cable and all, and you are going to upload it into your laptop and install. But finish the installation process at any cost by end of tomorrow. Okay, so now after you install Pega following that video, it is very simple to do. You will be getting three icons on your desktop: startup, login, and shutdown. See, when you install Pega, what will be installed on your system? Let me tell you. So when you install Pega, it is going to install PRPC product related coding, and it is going to install Tomcat server. What is that? Tomcat server, and it is going to install PGSQL database environment and server. All that will be installed on a single go. That is very simple. Now, if you want to work on Pega rules process command environment anytime, listen to me carefully. Okay, see, anytime if you want to log in, use access PRP's environment and log into that home version, you need to double click on startup. What will happen when you double click on startup? It will open a command prompt window like this. It will start running so many commands automatically in this command prompt. You need to bother about what is being running there, but double clicking on startup means you are trying to bring up the application server Tomcat. You are trying to do what? You are going to bring up the server. You are starting the server, Tomcat server. Once the Tomcat server successfully starts, you should be able to log into PRPC. You should never close this startup command prompt directly. Remember that. Okay, you should never close directly. By this time already, if you have done that, no problem. I'll tell you workaround. Follow that. As long as this command prompt is up and running, you should be able to log into Pega by double click on login icon. So first icon is what? Startup icon. You click on startup and then you click on login. How do you know whether server is started or not? It will take some time to start the server. Once server is started, you will see one message in this command prompt: server startup in so and so milliseconds. What is that server startup in so and so milliseconds? Where do you find that in this? These many messages are there, right? You don't need to bother about finding it in here. Once you start up, just leave it for 15 minutes initial days. For me, it will take 5 minutes. Initially, for you guys, it may take even 15 minutes also. You leave it for 10 minutes, minimize this and double click on login. If you are getting login screen means server is already started. Otherwise, if you find it is still loading, this browser window is still loading, keep on loading means still server is coming up. It is pretty much possible for every one of you for initial 2 weeks time. First 2 weeks time, your server will be slow, your Pega environment will be so slow. It is not your laptop. Your laptop should work as usual how it was working before. Okay. Pega environment, you may find it is little slower than my environment. And you may see this comes, it takes around 10 to 15 minutes to come up. Okay. If it is still loading, you wait. Once the server is up here, automatically login screen will load. Okay. Login screen will automatically load means you click on login. It keeps on rotating in the browser and login page will come up. And then you need to log into PRPC using default credentials that was being told in the video. Administrator@pega.com. What is the password? Install. Administrator@pega.com and password is install. I am going to log into PRPC now. These are the default credentials wherever you go in this world, Pega home or enterprise, anywhere. Now you can start working on Pega PRPC environment to create your own business applications. Make sense, everyone? Clear? Okay, you have worked for 2 hours and you wanted to close it. At the left bottom corner of the screen, you have log off option. Like Gmail on the right top, you will find a circle, right? Same way, left bottom Pega, you will find one circle. Click on that and choose log off. You logged off. You can close your browser. This command prompt you should never directly close. Instead, what you should do, you should double click on shutdown. I think this was being told in the video, right? When you double click on shutdown, another command prompt will open. 2 command prompts are running now, right? Both will get closed automatically in 2 to 3 minutes or maybe 1 minute. That means you have properly brought down your application server. You properly started, you properly brought down by commands. This is a healthy process. For example, power has gone. This command prompt got closed. By mistake, you closed it. That means you have killed the process in between which is running. It may cause into crash of the server. Correct? Next time when you try to open Pega and start up Pega environment, you may find 404 error in the login screen, or you may find it is not starting at all. No need to worry. Remember this clearly. All the time you work on Pega for next 3.5 months, stop your antivirus. For no reason you are going to bring it up. Don't worry about it. You are not accessing anything unwanted. Nothing will happen. I don't even have antivirus on my systems since the beginning. Okay. We don't need to buy antivirus unless we are a business. Okay. Personal laptop, what we do, we access Facebook, Gmail, all are authenticated and all are pretty much protected. So you don't need to much worry about antivirus is there or not there. In fact, if you ask me, I say you don't purchase antivirus. Not required at all. Unless you take your friend's pen drive and insert. Okay. And now see this, sometimes it is possible for you and me, server will not come up. Server will not shut down properly. You double click on shutdown, window will come, that will not close. there is no option you directly close that time, not every time. If it is not closing in a proper manner, you close it, what to do? But what is the workaround you are going to follow to bring the application server in a safe manner? Okay, listen to me carefully. This one you have to follow whenever you are not getting this server startup not happening properly. At least once you are able to log into PRPC, at least once. In future, anytime if you have any issue with startup server login issue, get back to me, don't uninstall. Never uninstall Pega if you are able to log in at least one anytime. Okay, you install today, you logged in future never uninstall Pega because you are not getting the login screen or server startup. Okay, we can fix it. There is a simple workaround in home version. You must have installed Pega on some drive, correct? C drive or D drive. We preferably tell you D drive. Go to the respective drive, you'll find a folder like this, PRPC personal edition. Open this folder. What do you see now? Tomcat. Go to Tomcat. You will see Kafka. With name Kafka, two folders you are seeing, correct? First folder is Kafka with some version number. Second folder is Kafka-data. You need to select this folder and shift to delete it. I will show you. See here. I am going to close my server directly. I killed the process. Right? If I start now, it may not come up properly. So what should I do? Workaround. I will show you even the issues with this folder also. I wanted to show you. That's why I'm doing it. This is very, very important. Anytime you have issue, refer back to the day 4 video. Okay. Shift delete. I'm clicking means permanently I'm trying to delete. It will not allow. See, there is one file by name lock which is not getting deleted. Okay, skip this particular file. Remaining are deleted. Shell folder is there. Open the folder. Lock file is there. Select this file. Shift delete. This file also may get prevented from deletion. Say yes. Even if it is showing that pop-up multiple times, say yes, yes, yes. Definitely it will get deleted. Now still something remaining, right? Come back and shift delete Kafka folder. It will be deleted permanently. Actually, this folder contains messages related to queue processors. We will be learning practically. This you will never do in real time because you will never have access to servers. Admin team will take care. You don't need to bother. This is home version I'm talking about. Admin tasks are not your tasks, only development. Server is not up, no problem. Admin team will take care. Okay. Now here you go. You need to double click on startup. It may take a while, okay, to bring up the application server. Because I killed the process, it may little bit slow for me now. Now I don't know whether the server is started or not. I don't want to wait. I will click on login. Double click on login. This is what I told. See, you see the browser is running, correct? Browser is still loading. As long as browser is loading, you leave it. This will run for some time and it is going to show the login screen, load the login screen. Once the server is up, you don't even need to wait for the messages. But actually, the message that is going to get displayed is server startup in so and so milliseconds. By the time you find it with your eyes, it may scroll up. Okay, so better not too much bother about that. Okay, everyone clear with this? I am pretty much expecting you guys not to uninstall Pega anytime in future for any reason. You logged in once after installation, fine, it will work forever. I will tell you what is the thing that you need to do to fix that particular issue. This is going to work 100% sure for everyone in case if you have server issues. Pega cloud environment. In real time, will we work on Pega cloud environment? That's not Pega cloud. Most of the Pega servers that you have today, 97 to 98% are dedicated servers only, not cloud. Okay, one or two clients may have cloud. Most of the Pega applications are revenue generating applications. Remember, see, they're spending money means definitely they will expect money by the process running, correct? Revenue generating applications, definitely most of the applications. That's why that will not be given to the cloud. That will be maintained by the clients on their own dedicated servers. In reality, Pega will not be installed on your laptop. You join a company, you will be assigned with a laptop, correct? They will not give you Pega software to install on your machine. It will not work like that. They install Pega in a server called as development server. I'll tell you other servers also. You and 3 employees are there in the project, right? For all of you, Pega will be accessible from a server. They will give you one URL, so and so url.com, something like that, or that is internal to your organization. Okay, hanover.com, for example, humanahealthcare.com, like that they will give you. Okay, or maybe it will have IP address, that is development server. Okay, now that URL will be given to all of you four. You got the laptop from your company, right? You open the web browser, copy paste the URL here into the browser, whatever the URL they give. You will get the login screen, you'll work on. Where are you working? On a connecting to a server, all of you are working at a time. Understand clear, everyone? So it will not be installed like this. You never need to bother about installation, startup, shutdown, that and all is not your job. There will be admin
Excuse
teams
me, sir.
who are going to take care of all this. Okay, yes, please.
Sorry to disturb. I have a small doubt. While I was trying to install the software in my laptop, everything went smooth. But the issue is, while I run the shutdown window after completion of my installation, but the problem is the command prompt only got closed, but not the startup window.
That's what. Sometimes even I do face the issues. Shutdown command prompt will come, it gets closed, but not startup. There is no other way. I'll close manually, like I have shown now, and I will delete the Kafka data folder. Again, I go in, and I am going to delete that lock folder and do workaround, and then start up. It will work fine. There's no problem. With some issues will be there like this with home version. Anyhow, this is not our job. No need to much worry about it. Okay.
Okay.
So this is very much important information that I have to give you before
Actually,
we
my
proceed
concern
forward.
was it
I know
doesn't
we
affect
did not cover
my
much in the subject today.
practice sessions, right?
It will not affect anything. See, your Pega software will not affect your personal laptop, any other things. Your practice also will not get disturbed unless you are not going to uninstall without intimating me.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Even if it is not coming up in next 1 minute, it will come up when you follow the workaround. Okay. It will not take much time also. Okay. Everyone clear? See, we are going to talk about the types of applications. What is the message that you will see whether Pega started properly? That's what I told. If Pega started properly, you will see a message like server startup in so and so milliseconds. Some message. That's what you can see here somewhere. It will be difficult to find out in these many messages. Somewhere you will find that server startup in so and so milliseconds. It's keep on running. You can find if you want it. If you have interest, you can try to search on that command prompt. Okay, so I was not able to cover much, I know. So starting from Monday, okay, tomorrow is Saturday and day after tomorrow Sunday. We have our classes from Monday to Friday, and Saturday Sunday there is no class. If I am going to take up the session on any Saturday Sunday, I will inform you 1 or 2 weeks before. Sunday I will not take definitely, but Saturday I may take sometimes if we are lagging and getting more holidays because of festivals. That will happen usually during from August to December people only. Okay, for from your batch onwards only Pongal is there in between. Other than that, there is no other big festivals and all. You will not get much disturbance of this holidays and all. Okay, so probably you do not have too many holidays this time, so your training will go and gets completed on time. Okay, and I will take sometime Saturday session. I will intimate you about the same. 3 days for Pongal holidays, Saturday Sunday. All festivals this year are Sunday. Okay, mostly Saturday Sunday. Monday anyhow you will be celebrating. We'll take holiday on Monday also that time. Okay, so you are getting anyhow 3 days, no problem. So I will inform you, no problem about it. And we have only 4 minutes. I will explain you on Monday about types of applications. Everyone must know about it. Framework application and implementation application. What is the purpose to create a framework application? What is the purpose to create implementation application? Once this is completed within half an hour, first half an hour, that will be done. And next, we will be practically working on creating new application. For the next half an hour, we will be able to create framework application only. Means Monday, explanation about how to create explanation about types of applications, framework and implementation. For first half an hour, it will be okay. And the next half an hour, creating framework application, it will take half an hour. If possible, implementation application also will be done, because Creating framework application, if it takes 20 minutes, for creating implementation application, it will take only 10 minutes. What is the reason? Same you are going to do, only one option is change. Second time while you are going to do, it can be little bit quick. Okay, we can do it little bit quick. So that is what we are going to see on Monday. So we are going to see all of you on Monday. Please don't feel like we are simply spending the time without covering the subject. We will enter into the subject from Monday, and today also we entered, but because of this, what is the server login, all this, because this is pretty much needed, otherwise you'll simply uninstall every time, because that is simple shift delete uninstall of Pega. So I have to tell about this, that's why I have spent time today. Apart from the questions, I hope by this time everyone who has decided to join this training, all your queries would have been sorted out, and you got clear cut information about this managing this Pega PRPC environment on your personal laptop, right? So wind up for today. We will continue tomorrow. I mean, like Monday, tomorrow Saturday, day after tomorrow Sunday. Monday, I know that people do not wake up morning at 7 o'clock, but please realize that you are going to take it as your next level of career. Even if it is Monday, no problem. Wake up as usual. Okay, like how you wake up today, yesterday, same way Monday. I know it is generally, even I will not be able to wake up on Monday. That is a general tendency of the people, but leave that from your mind and do it like Thursday, Wednesday. Okay, don't be absent because it is Monday. Okay, even online also same thing. Okay, fine, we will wind up for today, and from Monday onwards your sessions will be going to give you technical and functional knowledge about Pega and practical knowledge about Pega. Be ready with your laptop by tomorrow end of day. Okay, thank you everyone.